Welcome back to me, Schizo Rambling. I guess I'm gonna talk a little bit about myself, like go into like how I grew up and stuff. So basically, yeah, I know I'm putting it on peaceful. I don't like to play on non-peaceful. I'm sorry, call me pussy, call me whatever. But basically, I grew up in a small area in the county of DeKalb County, uh, of Austell, and Austell was a not a great place. Like, not good at all. So, I fucking knew it. Uh, like, I have sleeping issues because of it. Cause, basically, I was probably about 7 when this first started. No, 6. I would say 6. Uh, what ended up happening was basically gang stuff started happening in the trailer park I was growing up in. A lot of gang related shit. And like drug bust, shootouts, shit like that. See, I'm not one of those motherfuckers who are like, it affected me to my core and that's why I'm so hard. No, I ain't no hard bitch. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just me. Shit happened, bro. That's the thing. Some motherfuckers out here like, I grew up around it. So that's why I am who I am. That, you stupid. So did I. And I'm just a fucking white boy. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I'm just a white boy. Nothing special. I had a shitty childhood, which a lot of people have. And I grew up where there was gang violence. Boo fucking who. Shit happened. I live in Georgia. What the fuck do you expect? Well, some people are gonna be, well, you can't be saying that. Not everybody's the same as you. I don't give a fuck. If you use growing up around gang violence as your excuse to be a little fucking shithead, you're fucking retard. Because, you could not be about that shit. You could, a good example. I I'm violent because of the shit I grew up around. Shut the fuck up. You're violent because you think that shit's cool. And people were like, they can't tell difference. They came from the what was it? They can't tell good from bad. People are fucking retarded. If you can't tell good from bad, you're genuinely retarded. Like, the fuck are you on about? I get sociopaths who literally are born virtually with no emotion. That I kind of get. But if you're a good example, my friend Joshua, who I don't talk to anymore. The reason I stopped talking to him is because he said to me, God, I feel like killing people. And I'm like, what? And he was like, well, it's because, the gang violence and stuff in our old neighborhood. And I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. Because there was shootouts doesn't mean you, Mr. Joshua Cortez, need to go shooting people. Like, the fuck are you on about? You're the reason why guns get such a bad rap. I'm sorry to say it. He's a good example of that. And he did talk about like, you know, he felt affected by that stuff. Like, okay, yeah, like I feel like I'm literally affected. I got so used to my dad yelling, "Get on the ground" in the middle of the night. I'd have to take melatonin now to go to sleep because my body just won't let me sleep without it. And that's what that spurred from. At least I think it is. It could be something else. I could be wrong. But I'm not whining about it. I take gummies that taste good to go to sleep. Fucking gas. But I didn't grow up in like the country or anything. back to what I was like fully going on about. Like I didn't grow up in the country or anything. Like I live, like right now I live on the outskirts of Atlanta. I'm not no fucking save a horse, ride a cowboy. I'm country. Nah, that's not me. Did I do country shit? Yes. Like, yeah, do I go hunting? Do I go fishing? But bro, at the end of the day, I'm just a normal dude. I'm not no fucking redneck. Like, my dad's a redneck, but redneck doesn't mean redneck's not a bad thing. Like, my dad likes to go camping. I fucking hate camping. I think it fucking sucks. Especially with having tinnitus, it's not great. I don't even know if I have like tinnitus. I get a ringing in my ears when there's quiet. Fucking, I was told it was tinnitus, so I've kind of just been going with it's tinnitus for now. I don't really know. That's me being real. Could be a misdiagnosis. I don't know. But basically, I I don't like where I'm at, and I kind of want to be, huh? My life, how I see it is, I would like to have a wife, a kid, and live in the mountains. Or kids, whatever. I just want to live in the mountains. I want to be able to see the leaves change colors. Bro, we don't see that really. Down like where I'm at, bro, by the time the leaves change, it's fucking, they're gone already. You go to the mountains, it's this beautiful orange horizon. But, and I mean like, this, like, South Carolina mountains, Tennessee mountains, that's where I want to live. I want to live miles away from the nearest town. On like, I would say a 30-acre plot. That could literally make my life. To have a wife, kids, and on like a 30-acre plot in the mountains with a little house. Not massive, but good enough. Where the only times we have to go into town is either A, we want to spend time as a family and go do something, groceries, or the hospital. That's what I want to live my life as. And I know a lot of people I've told that to are like, I would never expect that from you. I think you would like the city. Nah, I don't like the noise. Like, yeah, do I have tinnitus, but I solved that by music. I just listen to music every second of every day. Then I don't hear the ringing. Simple. Like, I can live. I I want to be able to step out in my backyard, and especially on a 30-acre plot, this would be great. I step out, and I can just go squirrel hunt in my yard. Like, I live on, in total, my house and my front to backyard is 1 acre. And 30 of what I live on is fucking big. The hunt property we used to be in was 640 acres, and I had barely been through half the areas. So, I could live with doing that. And that's all I want with my life. And that's the thing, people like, I've been hated on for that shit, bro. Which is fucking crazy. But, I have ADHD. Like, full on diagnosed ADHD. And I I have a hard time paying attention to things. And something about, like, every time we've gone to the mountains, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't have to look at a phone. I could just sit there and stare off in the mountains for hours and just look. And that's all I need in my life. Literally, that's all I need. Is a family in the mountains. And I know how, some people might take that as like cringy or weird or however. But I don't give a fuck. That's what I want. Because I know what I want matters more than what people want. Sorry, what people think. Or what they want me to do. Like, before I turned 18, and I'm still thinking about it. I've been thinking about joining the US Air Force for a while now. And then taking the money I get from doing that and putting it to getting a home in the mountains. And I mean, I know my way around lots of shit. I know architecture, I know shit like that. If I needed to build a little fucking shack to like have tools in, I know I could do it and I don't have to hire somebody. That's the thing. I people people have called me weird for one that, but like I've said, I don't give a fuck what they think. I want to live that. This is no hate to my parents or anything. This is being serious. My dad wishes he would have moved up north when he was younger. My mom does too. My parents wish they made more money and stuff like that. But I want to be what they weren't. And I love my parents. Like I'm not throwing any shade at them or shame at all. I'm just saying I want to be my own. I want to be better than I want to. I want to be better than I wish or I want. I want to be I did. That's what I want to do. I don't want to have to sit there and be like, God, I wish I did that when I was younger. No. I want to know I did it, and that's what I want. To know it. I did it. I did what other people couldn't do. They look weird. Sorry, I didn't know what the swamp ones look like. This village is pretty cool. Uh, this is actually a really cool looking village. Sorry. Uh, let me see. Let me turn coordinates on, because I want to know where this is at. There's a seed. Alright. Back to what I was saying though, is that's the thing I hate. I hate when people are like, I wish I could have done that when I was younger, but I did stupid stuff. That's where I'm at. I don't want to, like, do stupid stuff. I don't want to drink. I don't want to do drugs or anything. I feel pretty good with where I'm at now. Yeah, is there times where I have mild times of depression? Yeah. But that's from personal stuff. That's from things that I want. That I'm working my ass off towards now. And I don't want to use substances or drinks to make me feel better. And then too, I already have in my family addiction issues. Bro, I drunk Nos like almost every day at one point because I started to feel like I was addicted to it and I couldn't live without it. I had to force my mom to let me stop drinking. Like, not force her, sorry, to, what's it called? Had to, like, get her to force me to stop drinking NOS, energy drinks. And that's the thing, like, I know things that I can't do and I know things I can do. I know the thing I can do is I can do what I would, like, I can do my hopes and dreams. I can get those achieved. Like, if I don't have good Wi-Fi, you know, that's fine. If I don't have good power in the mountains, that's fine. If I have to sit there and worry about every day, my if we're gonna if I wouldn't want this if I had a family, but if my house was gonna run out of water, that's fine. That's fine enough for me because I know I'm happy where I'm at no matter what. And I know people are gonna be like, well, if you're having to worry, you're not happy. That's not necessarily true. But that's what I want to do with my life. Like I know it's not like I'm from there, but if I lived in like the Appalachian Mountains or something, I feel like I'd get along with them more than anything else. I don't, that's the thing, like, my dad grew up going down south to rabbit hunt. He's more of like a swamp person. That's like his people. He's not scared of, the water or anything like that. He doesn't care if there's snakes in water or anything. He grew up going through swamps and he relates more to the swamps, and he's even told me that. My mom grew up more or less like in the city and stuff like that, and tries to act country when she's not really that country. She doesn't even have an accent. Like, I don't have a strong one, but mine comes from I grew up around people with them, and I kind of developed certain ways, not certain ways, sorry, I've like mildly developed one once, because when I was younger. But I don't have a strong accent. I'm not out here talking about, I like this. I know there's certain words I'll say, and there's certain things that I say at it comes out in, but that's really it. And when I get kind of pissed off, that's when it comes out. But that's the thing. That's where it's like I I'm a realist to put that. I believe in nothing but the truth, in things that are real. I try to be real with everybody. I tell them the truth. If they don't want to fucking believe it, fuck them. Don't fucking believe it. But I know what's fucking true in my heart. I don't judge people. I try to let people be whoever they want to be. And I just feel like I'm more of a person who would be better off in the mountains. Where, you can sit there with a friend who barely speaks a lick of fucking English, but I know how to understand a mountain man. Fuck. I grew up around a mountain man. I kind of grew up around them. I know, like I've talked about, well, I didn't really grow up in the mountain. No, I didn't. But a lot of people down here, like where I'm at, well, where I grew up at, spoke kind of like a mountain man. More or less in rumbles. Most of our buddies can't understand what I'm saying because I'll sit there and talk and I'll be more like down here, kind of like rumbling. I kind of keep to myself. It's weird. It's hard to explain. I'm not like deepening my voice on purpose. No, I'm saying like kind of just quieter. And that's who I want somebody where I can sit on a porch. I can just hang out with. Don't have to say a fucking word to each other. Just living. And that's where I'm at. But I'm gonna call this it. Good night, y'all.